Hello and welcome to Yoga Natyam. This is Meditator's Delight. You know, initially, the physical aspect of yoga was developed as a vehicle for meditation. The repertoire of poses prepared the body, and particularly the nervous system, for stillness. Today's class is about developing a physical strength and stamina that allows the mind to remain calm. Meditation is not about limiting what you can think about. Rather, it's clarifying your attention. Let's begin by observing breath. In a seated position with legs crossed and palms open inside your knees, begin by observing breath in the sides of your body. Close your eyes and feel your breath expand to your right and left, as if your lungs were a balloon gently opening your rib cage to your sides. As you exhale, experience the deflation of your balloon. The ribs gently fall back towards center. Take just 2 or 3 more breaths in this way. And as you take your next exhale, slowly float your eyes open. Reach wide through your arms and extend your arms overhead. From hips to fingertips, reach to the sky. Then as you exhale, turn your right hand away from your left. Lower your right hand to the floor off the edge of your mat. Curve your spine right. Press down into your left hip and reach up and out through your left fingertips. Continue breathing into the side of your body. Here your left ribs expand with each breath in and gently deflate with each breath out. Exhale completely. On an inhale, lift through your left arm and place all of your fingers behind your hips on the mat. Draw your shoulder blades together, push down into your fingertips and lift your heart and chest. Keep length at the back of your neck. One more breath. And as you exhale, return to neutral. On your next inhale, reach wide through your arms and extend arms overhead once again. This time, turn your left hand away from your right and lower your left hand to the floor off the edge of the mat. Curve your spine left. Breathe into the right side of your body. Coming out of the pose this time, inhale, reach up through your right arm, bring your left hand up to join. Palms meet overhead, drag these hands together down the midline of your body and touch down onto the mat in front of your lap. Walk your hands forward into a gentle forward bend. Send breath into sensation in your hips, low back, and middle back. Exhale completely. And walk your hands slowly back up toward your lap. Let's switch legs here. Tuck your front leg back and bring your back leg out front. Then open your palms up inside your knees once again. Close your eyes and return to your breath. This time, observe breath expanding the front and back of your body. Exhale, draw energetically back in towards center and repeat. Inhale, expand both front and back. And exhale, draw back into center. Let's take 2 or 3 more breaths in this way. Exhale completely and slowly float your eyes open. On an inhale, reach wide through your arms and extend your reach overhead. Turn your left hand away from your right and lower your left hand off the edge of your mat. Curve your spine left. As you reach up through your right fingers and plant down through your right hip, experience space greater than the borders of your body. Exhale here. And inhale, reach up through your right arm, rise on up. Fingertips behind your hips on the mat now. Draw your shoulder blades together, push down into your fingers, and float your rib cage high up off of your pelvis. As you exhale, return to neutral. Inhale, reach wide through your arms and extend from hips to fingertips overhead. Let's continue this tour of the torso. Turn your right arm away from your left and lower into a side bend to your right. Reach high up and out of your left fingertips. Plant down through your left hip and again experience space greater than the borders of your body. Exhale completely. And this time as you inhale, rise up by reaching through your left arm. Bring your right arm up to join. Palms meet overhead. Drag these hands together down the midline of your body. Meet the mat and walk forward. Gently give way and send breath into your hips, low back and middle back. Here, the movement of breath in the front and back of your body may feel more exaggerated. Notice that back body expansion as you draw breath in and deflation as you send breath out. Exhale completely. And walk your hands slowly back up and in toward your lap. Bring your knees together and send your legs around behind you. Set up a tabletop position with hands shoulder width apart on the mat and shoulders stacked above wrists. Knees here are hip width apart on the mat, hips stacked over knees. On an inhale, gently glide your table forward, shoulders past wrists. Keep your arms straight and strong. Exhale, glide back, hips halfway toward your heels. And repeat, inhale, glide forward. And exhale, glide back. Movement and breath here are gently revving up the body. Inhale forward and exhale back. Twice more in time with your breath. Consider how this movement can be about preparing your mind for meditation. Settle into the hypnotic rhythm of this gliding tabletop. Exhale at the back of your table, curl your toes under, and push into the balls of your feet to lift your hips up for downward facing dog. Here, gently walk in place, pedaling your weight from foot to foot. Again, keep your arms straight and strong. Press into your knuckles, press into the tops of your palms. As you exhale, come to stillness. Drop your heels toward the mat and continue lifting your sits bones up toward the sky. Exhale completely. And as you inhale, gaze forward. Walk to the front of your mat. Set up your feet hip width apart and parallel. Big toes here are slightly closer together than heels. If straight legs feel too intense, give your knees a gentle bend. Exhale. Press against the tops of your shins on an inhale and lengthen the round out of your spine. Bring your shoulder blades up and together on your back. Exhale, fold into your forward bend once again. Swan dive all the way up to standing. Reach wide through your arms, push down through your legs, and come all the way up to an upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands meet overhead. Drag these hands down to heart center and close your eyes. Observe the expansion of your breath here in a standing pose. Your breath expands side to side, deflates back to center. Your breath expands front and back, and deflates back at center. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, float your eyes open, release your hands down over your lap, and begin a half sun salutation. Inhale, reach wide through your arms and extend your reach overhead. As you exhale, swan dive forward. Lead with your heart and fold at the hips. On your next inhale, push against the tops of your shins to lengthen the round out of your spine. Reach the crown of your head forward. Leave your tail and sits bones back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive all the way up to standing. Bring your hands together overhead and drag these hands down to heart center. Release your arms down to your sides and drop your chin to your chest. Slowly circle your head to your right. Right ear to right shoulder. Lift the weight of your head high up off your neck as you circle back. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Reverse directions. Counterclockwise now, left ear to the left shoulder. Lift up as you circle through the back half. And right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. Bring your head up to center. Reach wide through your arms and bring your palms together overhead. Sun salute once again. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lengthen the round out of your spine. Half forward bend, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, swan dive up to standing. Push down through strong legs so that your back works less. Exhale, bring your hands together and down to heart center. Then release your arms down to your sides. Drop your chin to your chest and circle your head counterclockwise to the left. Keep the length at the back of your neck as you circle through the back half of your circle. Chin to chest. Reverse directions. Now clockwise over to the right. High through the back half of your circle. To your left. And chin to chest. On an inhale, lift your head up to center, reach wide through your arms and extend your reach overhead, palm to palm. Exhale, swan dive forward. Halfway up on an inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees and step your right foot back. Turn your right foot down 45 degrees and seal the pinky edge of your foot to the mat. Here, feet are hip width apart. Squeeze your inner thighs for power. Reach wide through your arms and extend arms overhead for Warrior One pose. Square your shoulders forward, your ribs forward, and as best you can, your hips forward. Draw your belly button up and in and charge into your back foot. Take one more breath. Here, lace your hands overhead. Weave all of your fingers except your index fingers. Point index fingers to the sky. Take an inhale to add length at the sides of your body. Then as you exhale, extend your body forward so the line of your spine is an extension of your back leg. Draw your belly button in here and breathe into this heating pose. Exhale completely. As you inhale, extend index fingers back up to the ceiling. Split your arms and bow forward. One hand lands on either side of your left foot. Lift up your right heel behind you and slide your right foot back on the mat. Deepen into a runner's lunge. Look down at your front leg and check that your left knee is over your left ankle. Gently press the front of your hips toward the mat and melt tension out of your neck and shoulders. Exhale completely. Press your right hand down into the earth underneath your right shoulder and open your left ribs and arm up to the sky, twisting the trunk of your body left. Take one deep breath here. And as you exhale, unwind. Lower your left hand back down to the mat. Place your right arm now further out to your right side by a couple of inches. Maybe your right hand is all the way to the edge of the mat or even off the mat. Again, twist to your left on an inhale and gently lean your head back. Open your chest as you brighten up your arm. Exhale, lower your left arm back down to the mat. Walk your right hand back into place underneath your right shoulder. Step back to plank position, left foot to the back of the mat. On an inhale, glide your plank forward, shoulders past wrists. And as you exhale, gently touch your knees down to the mat for a low plank, a push-up position on your knees. Bend your arms and lower down to the mat, belly to the earth. Squeeze your elbows into your waist as you do. Extend your arms toward the back of your mat, palms facing your legs. And on an inhale, roll your shoulders to the back of your body. Float your upper back up off the mat. Broaden your chest and collarbones. And then float your legs up off the back of the mat. Extend through the balls of your feet. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands to the sides of your rib cage and press down through your hands to travel through tabletop position to downward facing dog. Exhale completely. On an inhale, gaze forward. Walk to the front of your mat and set up your feet hip-width apart and parallel once again. Big toes slightly closer together than heels. Just like before, if it's too intense to maintain straight legs, bend your knees, protect your hamstrings. On an inhale, push against the tops of your shins and lengthen the round out of your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, swan dive all the way up to standing. Get wide, then get tall and bring your hands together down to heart center. Release your hands over your lap and begin this flow now for the other side. Inhale, extend up overhead, palm to palm. Keep your low ribs together and your belly button in. Exhale, swan dive forward. Lengthen the round out of your spine halfway up on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees and step your left foot back for warrior one. Turn your foot down 45 degrees. Seal the pinky edge of your foot to the mat. Squeeze your inner thighs for power and reach wide through your arms to extend overhead. Square your shoulders, your ribs, and your hips forward once again. As you energetically bring your low ribs together, fill in the back of your body with breath. Lace your fingers overhead here and point your index fingers to the sky. Try lacing with your other thumb on top. Inhale for extra length. Squeeze your arms into the sides of your head. And exhale, extend your body forward so that your spine, your torso is in line with your back leg. Draw your belly button in. Take one more breath here. Find pleasure within the effort. Then as you inhale, extend back up to the sky. Split your arms and dive forward, one hand to either side of your right foot. Lift up your left heel behind you and slide your left foot back on the mat, a runner's lunge. Look down at your right leg and check that your right knee is directly in line over your right ankle. Adjust as needed. Gently press the front of your hips toward the mat. Melt tension out of your neck and shoulders. Let's prepare for a twist. Place your left hand intentionally down on the mat underneath your left shoulder. And on an inhale, open your right ribs up to the sky. Extend up through your right arm and fingertips. Imagine that your sternum is like a headlight shining onto the wall or whatever it is to your right. Take one more breath here. Then as you exhale, unwind. Lower your right arm back down to the mat. Reposition your left hand. Place it further left on the mat or maybe even off the mat. And on an inhale, open the right side of your body again up into a twist. This time, lean your head back, broaden your collarbones, and brighten that top arm. One more breath here. And as you exhale, unwind. Lower your right arm back down to the mat and walk your left hand back in place underneath your left shoulder. Plank position. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Glide your plank forward, shoulders past wrists, and gently touch your knees down to the mat. As you exhale, lower through plank down to the floor. See if your chin can get to the floor before your belly button. Then roll your shoulders back, extend your arms alongside your hips, and float your upper body and legs off the mat for locust pose, Shalambhasana. As you exhale, gently release. Bring your hands to the sides of your rib cage. Press up and back through tabletop position to one last downward facing dog today. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, slowly open the backs of your legs. Release the weight of your head down between your upper arms. Breathe. Observe breath in the sides of your body. Observe breath in the front and back of your body. As you take your next exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. Sit back into a child's pose. Bring your big toes together and seat your hips back towards your heels. Allow your arms to rest on the mat in this child's pose. Your forehead to touch down and to connect with the earth. Take one more breath here and allow the creases at the fronts of your hips to deepen into your body. Position your hands alongside your ears, palms to the earth. And on an inhale, lift your hips and roll from your forehead to the crown of your head. Support your neck by gently pressing into your hands. Exhale, roll from the crown of your head back to your forehead and lower your hips towards your heels. Move in this way up and down with breath a couple more times. Inhale from forehead to crown. Exhale from crown to forehead. Gently loosen tension from your scalp, your face, and your neck. Exhale completely. Walk your hands up your legs and come to a kneeling position. Slip your hips off of your heels and bring your legs around to your front for a seated meditation. Cross your legs or find another position that feels comfortable for you. And bring your right hand out in front of you. Tuck your index and middle finger toward the palm of your hand. Take an inhale here through both sides of your nose. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Exhale completely. Inhale again. And at the top of your breath, use your thumb to close down your right nostril. Exhale through your left nostril. Then inhale through your left. Use your ring finger to close down your left nostril and release your right nostril. Exhale through your right side. Inhale through your right side. Switch, close down your right nostril and exhale through your left. Inhale through your left nostril. Switch, seal the left nostril and exhale through your right. Inhale through your right side. And let's take one more round. Close down the right nostril. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Switch sides and exhale through your right. Inhale through your right nostril. Then release your hand down to your legs and exhale through both sides of the nose. Inhale through both sides of the nose and bring your knees together. Scoot forward on the mat if needed so that you have room to lower down to your backside. Vertebra by vertebra, lower your back to the mat. Low vertebra, middle vertebra, upper vertebra, and at last the back of your head. Extend your arms wide to your sides with palms up and open your knees like butterfly wings. Seal the soles of your feet together. Here, let's do a little work for the pelvic floor. Draw a breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, gently draw the hammock of your pelvic floor up toward your belly button. Inhale, gently release. And exhale, draw those pelvic floor muscles up and in toward your belly button again. Inhale, release. Do that a few more times with breath. It may take time to figure out what these muscles are. And this is similar to contracting your Kegel muscles. Exhale one more time. Draw those pelvic floor muscles up. And inhale, release. The next time you exhale, bring your knees back together and flatten your feet onto the floor. Separate your feet so they are wider than hip width apart, all the way out to the edges of your mat. Roll over the pinky edge of your right foot and the inner edge of your left foot for a twist. Knees here are pointing right. The left knee is pointing down between your 2 feet. Pick up your head, turn to look to your left. Exhale completely. Draw your belly button in and float your knees back up to center. Again, check that your feet are still wider than hip width apart. Let's take it to the other side. Roll to the pinky edge of your left foot and the inner edge of your right foot. Knees now drop left. The right knee here is pointing down between your 2 feet. As you pick up your head and turn your nose right, close your eyes. Allow your body to rest, your nervous system to slow down. Prepare for deeper rest and meditation to come. Then, as you exhale, draw your belly button into your spine and float your legs up to center. Invite your knees up to your chest for a big hug. Curl into a nice, easy ball here. Draw a breath in through your nose. Then stick out your tongue. Point the tip of your tongue toward your chin and exhale. Lion's breath. Release the hug of your legs. Extend your arms and legs to low diagonals for Shavasana, a corpse pose to finish class. Here, the physical work of class has finished. The mental work of class continues. Observe each breath in, the movement of breath in the sides of your body, as well as the front and back of your body. Exhale, energetically hug in towards center. Allow your eyes to close. Focus on your breath for the next couple minutes. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Slowly begin to reanimate your body. Invite your fingers to move, your toes to move. This body comes back to life. Bend your knees and curl over to one side. Pass through this side body place. Push down into your top hand, reach through your top leg, and come up through your side as calmly as possible to a seat. Cross your legs and rest your hands down on your knees. Let's finish with a cleansing breath together. Lift through your spine and the crown of your head and draw a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh out loud. Bring your palms together at your heart and bow forward to finish. Namaste.